Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
What?
And tonight we're coming at you with, I think it's one of AJ Fernandez's newest cigars, the Fallen Angel from Churchill. I don't know much about it. It is a box press, but one side of mine's like very rounded, the other's almost a 90-degree angle, so I mean, I don't think it'll be a problem, but it's just a little different. It's a nice brown wrapper, no veins, well, minimal veins. Seams are done well. Lately I've been seeing a lot of these cigars that has a nice fine tooth, like it's a fine sandpaper. It's very nice. I mean, it's gorgeous, looks beautiful. A little spongy, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Off the aroma, or the aroma off the wrapper, I just get a nice earthy sweetness. Nothing too spectacular, but very pleasant. And the foot, just a nice earthiness off the foot. Don't get really that sweet tobacco. Why?
Yeah, real nice cigar. Again, box pressed. No real construction issues that I can see. Seams, and I don't see any stems, but seams are definitely very visible. Complexion is sort of mottled. I've got a little bit of dark brown, a little bit of light brown. But yeah, not much off the aroma. Just a little bit of kind of woodsiness, earthiness. I'd agree with that. But well, let's get it lit up and see what we think. Wow, that was pretty spicy first puff for me. Yeah, especially in the finish. Didn't even try on the retrohale, but pretty long-lasting finish. I get a little bit of nuttiness, kind of a sweeter cigar, but too much in terms of body. How about you?
I just get that pepper kick. Woof. It's definitely got that spicy kick, and for me that's the only thing I'm really getting. Goes well into the finish. It's still on my tongue. It's the Fallen Angel, that's for sure. The devil himself. It's definitely spicy. Whew. But that is just the first draw, so we'll see how it goes. It's definitely, I would say, medium to full in body. I mean, that hit me like a ton of bricks. And probably the same in straight. But let's get into the first third and see how she develops. Welcome back. We're about 10 minutes into this Fallen Angel, and I have to say it is a spicy cigar. It is definitely pepper, and it's from the puff all the way to the finish. In the retrohale, it is just packed with spice. I agree there's a bit of earthiness, excuse me, and a little nuttiness as well, but they're really overshadowed by that spice. It's definitely medium to full in body, and I'd say around medium right now in strength. But draw is fine, construction is fine, no burn problems. What?
Yeah, boy, that first puff all the way into the first about inch or so of this cigar, every single puff you just get. We've both been saying spice, but I think it's a little bit closer to just like a peppercorn or something.
Yeah.
Something that really zings on your tongue, and it almost like pops on your tongue. Real nice finish, but that sort of dives into a little bit of nuttiness for me. Not necessarily an earthiness, but yeah, real nice stick. I really enjoy it. Construction problems, I don't have too many. I've got a little bit of a runner here, but I think it's fixing itself. So yeah, great start.
Well, let's get into the second third and approach the midpoint and see how she develops. Welcome back. We're about halfway to this Fallen Angel, and so far still medium to full in body. Medium in strength, no construction issues, burn's been fine, draw's fine. Flavor, the flavors themselves haven't changed for me. Still got a ton of spice, a little bit of earthiness, and some nuttiness. That nuttiness has picked up, but the spice has died down a little bit. It's still there, but it's just not quite as potent as it was. But I mean, still a decent cigar. I'm really enjoying it. ample amount of smoke. Very nice. What?
I sort of disagree. I've had a lot of flavor changes. That spice for me, that kind of peppercorn, is almost all gone now. In the retrohale, I still get a little bit, but mostly in the finish, it's just nuttiness and that woodsiness, kind of a general earthiness. Yeah, once I hit the halfway point, that just kind of died down. So no construction problems, though. It's been a real pleasant cigar.
I have had this before, and that flavor change is going to happen. I'm almost guaranteed. The last two I've had does that. Around the halfway point, the spice does go away. I'm still picking it up, but I do expect it to go away as it did for Wyatt. But let's get into the final third, see how she develops. Welcome back to the final third of this Fallen Angel. And I'd have to say, I'm going to ramp this up to a full strength. When I stood up to turn the camera back on, I was a little lightheaded. But definitely full-bodied as well. It's really ramped up in flavors, but as I expected, and as Wyatt had in the halfway point, lost the spice completely. I'm just getting a nice general earth, nuttiness on the tail end of the finish, and it kind of just sits on your tongue. And I think there's a little bit of a grassy note in there. It's not, I'm going to use the word harsh, but it's not unpleasantly harsh. It's just a little harshness in the smoke, and it could be that we're at the nub point, but it has like a grassy flavor to me. So I'm going to say a little bit of grassy harshness, earth, and then it dies into a nice nuttiness. Never had any burn issues, never had any construction issues. Draw was always perfect. A really pleasant cigar. I will tell you, if you like spicy cigars, this is a cigar you should try. That first half is all spice. But if I was going to rate this cigar, I did enjoy it, but I would rate it around a 7.5. I prefer the second half over the first half of this cigar. But still, very decent smoke. What?
Yeah, real nice cigar. That first half, like Justin said, pretty much all kind of a peppercorn spice, which was kind of bizarre because it didn't seem like it was that full strength, even though you had a lot of that pepper. But for some reason, at this second half, I totally agree. We both got up to, turn the camera on and all that, and I just felt lightheaded. So I wasn't expecting that out of this cigar, but it lives up to its name, the Fallen Angel. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd go a little bit lower. I'd give it a 7, just because that first half to me, a little bit more complex, a little more dynamic with all the spice. And in the second half, it's been, like Justin said, a little more harsh toward the nub point. But overall, a nice stick, something I would definitely smoke again. Construction has been great, so yeah, good stick.
Alright, in conclusion, if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got them.